What's up, guys? Om Janikram here for day 7 of SSS Veda, which is SavvySexySocial.com's video blog every day in the month of August. And this is an initiative by Amy Schmitz. I must have told you that in the previous blog. If you're just watching my first vlog here, do check out my previous 6 days where I introduce myself. I tell you about some of the things that I like to do, which are fun. I also tell you about some of the apps that I visit apart from other things. So do check it out. Subscribe down below. Leave a comment. I just love to hear from you. So today I'm going to be driving and doing this vlog, so I hope you guys don't mind me looking at the road while I do this. It's been a little, I wouldn't say difficult, but I'm just trying to really fix in time to video blog or vlog with you guys and tell you what's happening. So making this a habit and trying to fit it in my lean time is something which I'm consciously thinking about, because your day can get busy. Last time last video I shot at night, just before heading back from work. Today I'm heading to work from a celebration of Krishna Jayanti, which is the birthday of Krishna, Lord Krishna. Yeah, that's him right over there in the corner. And it was great because I dressed up my son Sky to look like Krishna. It's not exactly blue, but it's a sort of a celebration to do this. So I'm coming back from my son's school celebration and heading straight to work. I thought I'll talk to you guys on the way about some of the things that I have to talk to you about. So I will see you on the road. That didn't work. Okay, so excuse the change of angle. I had it on my tripod or my little octopod over here, which is this one, and on the dashboard, and it kind of fell the minute I took off. I'm hoping that this position over here stays steady, because there will be some turns and bumps along the way. That is the road. That's what life's all about, isn't it? I mean, life is a bumpy road. You gotta find the smooth spots and try and keep on that as long as possible. And then after that, avoid the bumps as much as possible. But if you can't, you just gotta go through it. You'll get out of it successfully. That's my tip of the day, I guess. So today I want to talk to you about my goals and how I plan on achieving them. I have maybe 2 or 3 major goals, and I keep them as my overlaying thought frame, which I can make mini goals out of them and try and achieve them over time. So my first goal is to get a lot of experience outside the country in terms of work, because I have been brought up internationally. I was born in Sri Lanka. My dad traveled to Nigeria, and then we were moving around everywhere around the country, and then we finally settled down in Chennai around about 20 years ago. Ever since then, I've been dying to go out and work on my own. I never got a chance to go out to the country for college, like many of my friends did. So our overlying goal is to make enough money to go out of the country to find a job, either Australia, Canada, or maybe even Dubai, and see how it goes from there, because life is all about taking a journey, and when you take a journey in life, you explore new things. So yeah, that's one goal. How I plan on achieving that goal is I'm trying to do something called SMART goals, which is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. So I'm gonna plan on 2020. So that seems something realistic. It's just 3 years ago, and 3 years away, and that could happen in a jiffy. But important thing is to be measurable on the amount of cash that I'm going to need be measurable on what kind of places I'm going to apply to, and if I'm able to do that, then I'll kind of be on the right track. All right, that's goal number 1. Goal number 2 would probably be to buy a house. Now I know it's something which is very, very hard. You need a lot of money on all those factors. So yes, I have to put aside a fund which is going to go towards at least the down payment of buying a house. It's not really cheap in India, as people might think. It's actually cheaper to buy a house in the US at this point than it is to buy in India, because land is so scarce. There's so much devoted towards development and farming. So picking up a house in an area where you're at least close to some sort of civilization, or at least will be close to some sort of civilization in the future, is pretty expensive. I'm working a job which might be able to, tide me over to put aside a fund at least of 25% of it in the next, say, 10 years. Okay, goal number 3. Goal number 3 would probably be the most short-term goal out of the lot, and probably the out of all of this has been the one I've attempted the most number of times, and that is to quit smoking. Yeah, it is a bad habit. I know it's a bad habit. People have told me it's a bad habit, and I have tried many times to kick the butt. Unfortunately, I let my stressful life, or no, I wouldn't say stressful life, I would say my stressful times get the better of me. There are certain things like nicotine, gum, and patches, but I don't like that. I like I said, I've tried it, but it really just makes me sick and queasy in the end of it. Another way is probably just going cold turkey completely and taking it through for 21 days, which is what everyone recommends. After that, you won't feel like smoking. Well, here's the odd part about it. Well, it's not really odd, but when my son was born, I quit for close to 6 or 7 months. And the first 3 months was fine because I didn't have to go to work. I was taking a break. And once I got back, I was finding myself taking breaks, walking around the building, and just looking like a crazy person, wandering like a nomad, talking to himself. That was fine for a while, and then I slowly crept back to 1, 2, 3, and yeah, it's been like that now for some time. So definitely those are my 3 goals that I want to achieve. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and do stay tuned for my next vlog, which is coming up tomorrow, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Good night. Cheers.